of the National Assembly are a mere opinion of the National Assembly. They are not law, and if anybody, it is the executive that will actually take action on the resolutions or enforce the resolution of the National Assembly. I think the judgment he got was on his fundamental human right and to be reinstated, to follow due process in disengaging him, which is actually solely the responsibility of the Civil Service Commission.
You know, you say that you're sure that the president is going to take action, perhaps further action on this. Now, what makes you so
Absolutely.
sure? What kind of actions are you expecting?
One is whosoever is found wanting in this case, I am sure that the president will not allow him to go scot-free. I'll tell you why, Chamberlain.
Please.
In the recent days, a few days ago, the president has been on TV complaining to the governors and talking to Nigerians on the states that cannot pay salaries, that he can't imagine going home to sleep when the governors cannot pay salary to the civil servants in the state, which he says, how can they pay rent, how can they pay school fees, how can they feed? So if the president is actually concerned about somebody that is in the service that has not been paid salary, how about someone that is allegedly, that has allegedly stole monies meant for pensioners? I think this is why I am absolutely sure that the president will actually act on this issue.
All right, now we have skeptics who will say, okay, well, you have a right to be so sure that the president will speak about it. But they say, look, if that's the case, how come that we're still awaiting the reports on the suspended DG of NIA and the SGF? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you talk? Can you say?
Well, I'm saying that skeptics are saying, you say you're so sure, but they are not so sure because, one, they say at the moment we still await the reports of the suspended DG of NIA and the SGF. There's a group of Army 38 who say, some of them say they were unlawfully dismissed from the army. Many of them have been crying out. They've gone to Senate for public hearing. They can't have explanation as to why those who were not mentioned for any offense were dismissed. There's several groups who are waiting for a comment or action on the part of the president, but that hasn't happened. So if they look at those, they say that's the reason why we are not so sure, as you say you are so sure.
Chamberlain, the good part of the SGF's issue is he has been suspended, and the DG of NIA, they've been suspended. They are still not in office. They don't occupy any public office, and the president has been given a report on his assumption of office, and he has promised to act on it.
You know, the point I'm
talking about, yeah.
The point I was trying to make is they basically are saying, yes, you may not have been aware, yes, you were aware, certain things have happened, but what people are asking for is justice, and justice in all of these cases. So if that hasn't happened, suspension is not justice. So they are talking about taking this the whole hog and sending a message to anyone who wants to water down or dilute or pollute the fight against corruption. They say the president should take no prisoners. And that hasn't happened as far as they are concerned.
Though it hasn't happened, we can't even say it has not happened because these people are suspended. And there is a committee that was formed to investigate and give the report of the investigation to the president, which that committee has done its part. And what we are waiting for is the order from the president based on the committee he received on the DG, NIA and the SGF.
In addition to that, they also say now that this has happened, they're looking to see some other persons who have been mentioned in this, certain actions taken against them, it's all about sending a strong message. Do you expect those kind of actions for all those either ministers or ministries, whoever has been mentioned in this?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
What kind of actions do you expect?
It should be a stricter punishment so as to pass message to any other intending party.
What do you mean stricter action? I mean, it sounds a little vague. Could you be a little more specific?
I am not a civil servant. I am not the president of the country, and I have never been a civil servant. So I know they have rules and they have punishment on such things, and that's what I'm asking for.
Well, you are in Abuja there, that's the seat of power in the country. What are you hearing, what kind of comments are you hearing on the sidelines about Maina's reinstatement and his promotion?
Nobody is happy. Remember, nobody is happy. I am not happy. I'm not telling you I'm happy. I'm not defending Maina. I'm not defending anyone that is involved in this mess. I am not happy. So it is actually what everybody will tell you.
What do you think the Ministry of Interior, because this is where the heart of this unraveling scenario is taking place, what do you think the Ministry of Interior should be doing now?
I think